And they're already starting to talk. Killa talking to Fears already. I'm not sure if they're joking around or if they're being serious, but here we go, guys. This is map 1, Standoff. Hardpoint will be the first map. And I'll let you take away some little talk and let my voice relax a bit.
All right, no problem. And someone's
Killa.
playing.
Killa. Killa's been doing this all weekend,
So it is Killa, not Sensor. Looking at Killa over here, running with that combat knife, making his move over toward the L wall. The hard point comes up right in front of the middle building, and he will secure it for the time being. Turning around with that PDW, spots Crim6 coming around the corner. He will go down, though. TP picking one up as well, as John will be taken out, and compLexity contesting the hill. Rough battle off the start. Both of these teams just exchanging blows. Karma and 2Quick pick up a few kills, as well as Killa. TP with 1, Fears with the headshot into 2Quick, and it looks like we will have Fariko.Impact taking the lead early on here, 15-5 so far on Hardpoint Standoff. Now, Rambo, I know you wanted to have a little bit of a break, but I have to ask you, what do you think of both of these teams coming out here playing so far? Do you think this is what they should be doing or not?
So we saw a slight bad spawn there. 2 of the players from Fariko spawned at the Granny House, which is not where you want to spawn, and they ended up getting those clutch kills in that situation, which will give them dibs on this second hill for the first time. But I really feel like I'm not sure how compLexity played it. They maybe put a bit too focused. They were able to switch the spawns, but then they didn't get the kills, and they didn't get the kills in the middle. So instead of going strictly for spawns, they went for both at the same time and ended up losing both. So that's why Fariko is up by 30 seconds right now. And we actually do see 3 down, actually. Fariko completely giving up setup on that, and compLexity taking a really early control of that. And that's big to break it that early. Gives you a lot of time. Let's hop on board someone on compLexity. Ace is on the hill. Does get a Hellstorm from that kill, and now making some big plays. And like I said, guys, this is huge, man. Both these teams are hardpoint juggernauts. This is what it is.
Aches picking up the Hellstorm as well as the Lightning Strike right there. So we will see compLexity have those score streaks for a little bit later. Looking at the scoreboard, we see that Killa at 2-5. That is Sensor. It is actually Killa. Don't let it fool you. Looking at compLexity, we saw TP second, Aches in first place on the scoreboard there, but it is still early. And now we notice that compLexity has taken the lead over Fariko.Impact here, 51-39, 8 minutes remaining on the Standoff hardpoint. We see 2Quick with that FAL so deadly, takes out Crim6, and Aches calling in the Lightning Strike as they look to move to this next hardpoint as a collective unit. Aches picking up 2. One of those, unfortunately, was his teammate TP. A little bit of a miscommunication there, but it looks like we have seen quite a few friendly fire kills due to the score streaks, Rambo. What about you and your team? Have you had many of those issues?
We've never had score streak. A lot of people, we have more like gun kill team kills than actually score streak team kills, which is kind of embarrassing. But those are things that just happen. As we look right now, we see Fariko. compLexity not really challenging much, but Fariko, ooh, big kill by Aches there was huge, and he does get the kill. As John comes in and picks up the kill, Crim6 probably going to be able to get the kill on John as well. No, John picks up TB, actually was on the hill, and John makes some big plays there, getting his team a bit of scrappy time, but there is 25. We have a 25-point league at this point, and I believe compLexity seems to be controlling this next hill already, which is huge. And let's see if Fariko's able to slay their way out of this one. It doesn't really seem like it. Let's look on the overhead. Aches trying to go. Aches big play on 2Quick there, understanding 2Quick's position, and this is going to be huge, as this is the red hill is one of the hills you can control most time on, and you see Aches there not wasting any time using his score streaks. Gets one with John.
Aches, nice job with the Hellstorm, taking out John, and they do increase the lead. It is 94-58. You see compLexity trying to set up. Killa mistakes were made. Fears taking out John. Karma into Crim6, but there Karma with the 2 pieces. Aches hops up, catches him with the headshot.
Oh shit!
And it looks like that is actually it's a UAV,
John,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's probably not. He probably forgot to set his score sheet before the game started. So he will not be using this, guys. This is against the rule, obviously. So for him to be using this would be a forfeiture of the map. So he will not be using these. They're kind of playing. This might be affecting because John is always the player that is really strong with score streaks. He normally runs like Hellstorm, Lightning Strike, and VSAT. So for him not to be able to use score streaks is huge for his team. So unless he gets Lightning Strike, obviously he'll be able to use that one. But at this point, they do get control of the end of that hill, but they are down by 50 points at this point. compLexity doing a really good job at controlling spawns and hill. And at this point, we do see him spawning Granny at this, so we can see Fariko get some good time off this middle hill if they get some kills here.
Yeah, right there, John, like you stated, not changing the score streaks. We do spot 2Quick taking one out. That's Aches diving across. 2Quick looking for another, will not secure the kill. You know he's going to call that out to his teammates, though. Trying to spray the van, see if he can catch a kill with the explosion. Will not be the case, though. Killa taking out TP with that MSMC. John and Karma adding to it. Fariko.Impact looking to make a comeback here. It is 120 to 105, still in favor of compLexity thus far. Too quick, seeing if he can spot anyone with that FAL. The hard point contested, and TP coming up big. Down goes John. compLexity with 2 of his own. Karma and Killa trying to stop compLexity from contesting the hard point and taking it, adding time to it. But we will see compLexity in control of the hard point. Nevertheless, 134 to 109 is the score, and we do see compLexity trying to add on to that and bait the cushion right there. John, though, calling in the lightning strike. Very nice by him, but he has to make sure he does not call that UAV in. If he does, I believe that will be a forfeit of the map.
Yeah, for sure, and we do see Fariko getting some control now, starting to slay. This is what Fariko's good at, man. Once they start killing, they just get, huge kill there, and he gets a lightning strike from that by Too Quick. Too Quick made a really good play of rotating from middle to the second hill really early on that, and got his team's response and second hill control, so Too Quick makes a good play of his score streaks there. I don't really agree with using them that early. I felt like maybe should have waited till the next hill to try and break it and allow his teams to break Granny if compLexity did additional controls, which is some things that happens a lot when you do control this hill. So, trying to get compLexity, but compLexity picks up 2, Eggs picks up 1, and then compLexity's talking and Eggs, and that's 5 straight kills from compLexity here, clawing their way back, and it is 10 seconds left of this hill. We see everyone from Fariko trying to rotate, and let's see if we can see anything. Let's pop on board compLexity here. Let's pop on board compLexity. compLexity's trying to get heated up, and once he starts talking, man, compLexity is like so hard to stop, man. He's just such a good player. And he does get taken out, though. Let's see what kind of spawns he gets. And he does get it. This is the worst spawn he can possibly have for Granny Hill. This is the hardest way to break it. Back alley being the hardest way to cut off for anyone on Granny. We do see compLexity there making some good plays, but he did get taken out as well. So Fariko getting control of this hill. 40 seconds left of this hill. You go ahead and take it away from here.
Well, right there, we did just see Karma pick up a huge kill, and their TP in response, taking out Too Quick, looking for the 2-piece, and that was actually compLexity on that one. Karma goes down. Crim looking for another, but Too Quick and that FAL so deadly. And Rambo, if you wouldn't mind pulling up the scoreboard for just a moment to see what we have here. It looks like we have Fierce struggling a little bit at 11 and 16. compLexity at 21 and 19 playing very well. And everybody on Fariko.Impact doing their part as well. And it looks like at this point, we just have Fariko.Impact holding on to those hard points. We saw compLexity leading for a bit, but now Fariko looking to extend their lead to 40 here, and that should be the case just inside the 3-minute mark. John takes out Fierce with that PDW. compLexity will respond, as well as TP picking up a kill for compLexity Gaming. And now compLexity looking around with the FAL, doesn't spot anyone. John with 2, one of those being his teammate Too Quick. Not what he have happened there, and we will see TP taking out 2. Great job by TP, able to pick up the 2-piece, and now compLexity taking control of the hard points.
compLexity makes some huge plays there. They got the first rotation, they got the first dibs on Red Hill, and we saw TP there was the last one alive, but did get a 2-piece from last 2 players trying to break it. Those were probably gaming. If Fariko would have got those kills on that, those would have been game ending. That would have been at least another 30 seconds on that Red Hill, and there's only 2 hills left at this point. We're definitely going to see team reach 250 on this game, so it is going to be even at this point, and the hill is moving in about 5 seconds from now, so it's going to come down on the wire. It's going to be really intense. It's going to be about who gets the spawns for that last hill probably is going to win the game. And we do see compLexity still spawning red. They have to be careful here. If they go through the middle side and they don't get the kills, we see a big kill from compLexity. We're still on board with compLexity. compLexity is on a 6-kill streak, and he does have a Hellstorm, starting to rack up score streaks, and this is huge. This is where it matters, guys.
Yeah, compLexity does have the Hellstorm along with the Lightning Strike now. compLexity up by 6, but we do see Fariko.Impact taking control of the hard points, starting to make a comeback. And compLexity shuts them down, and they take control. Now up by 6 once again as the lead was taken down to 2. And you know compLexity and the rest of compLexity will be moving in on that hard point. They know what they need to do here. Rotations and control are what they need to focus on. We also see that compLexity coming back here, making it count. Karma with 2, and 2 great hardpoint teams going at it right now, Rambo. And now we see Fariko.Impact take the lead by 2 points with just a minute remaining. What do you think is going to happen here at the end? A great match between 2 great teams.
I'm sorry, cutting up. That was a huge kill by Killa there. We saw him get the kill on compLexity. compLexity's last player alive holding the spawns. And now it seems like Fariko's going to get first dibs on holding this last hill. That is going to move now. Fariko has a 10-second deficit. compLexity has a 10-second lead, sorry. Going to the last hill. Let's see what... Actually, big kill there. Let's see if Fariko can Fariko needs to get control here. Oh, huge kill by TP, making some big plays. Let's top where TP. We haven't seen much of him in this game, as he does have the hill. And do you have a 15-second lead at this point? Oh my good!
That was
some
insane.
sick hunter killer there. Crimson picks up 2, and that is going to be it. At this point, it is going to be mathematically impossible in a few seconds for Fariko to make a comeback. And ooh, sense killer. No, that is going to be it.
Yep, that will be it.
That was some huge plays. We saw a back-and-forth game. Both teams, like I said, hardpoint juggernauts, man, just coming down on the wire, and compLexity able to edge that one out as they did. We saw Fariko actually break the spawns for that last hill, but then they took compLexity took it right back right after I believe his killer got a kill on Crimsix. So really interesting to see how that planned out. But like you saw there, we saw compLexity edge this out.
Great play by Crimsix, 35 and 23. Everybody from compLexity doing what they needed to do right there in order to take the win away from Fariko.Impact. I believe they said this was a best of 7 for the losers finals.
Yeah.
And the winner will go on to play Optic Gaming in the grand finale.